Ali Al-Ahmed, who joins us in the studio. He's a director of the Institute for Gulf Affairs here in Washington. Ali, it's really good to have you back, and there's a lot to unpack here, but we'll try to get through it fairly quickly. So I want to start with this. Just in terms of what was agreed to by Ankara and Moscow today, these joint patrols, this was what the U.S. was supposed to do. So now we're seeing yet another example of where the United States has abandoned its NATO ally. NATO was created to counter Russia. How is Russia capitalizing in all of this?
I think Russia is doing everybody a favor here because it's protecting, it's doing what Turkey wants, and it's protecting the Kurds from being, also decimated, and making Bashar al-Assad happy, because now Turkey is the center force, a central force in that part of the world. The United States, I think, also did Turkey a favor because it forced a resolution in a way by withdrawing. So the Turks do not have to fight with the Kurds, and that's going to probably be bloody and have huge impact on the internal situation.
Is Russia
Turkey.
just doling out favors? I mean, what do they have to gain from this?
A lot, because they protect their ally, Mr. Assad, and they have also a relationship with the Kurds. And at the same time, they gain closer ties with Turkey, and that's why they sold the S-400 when the United States was, dragging its feet on delivering those Patriot missiles.
So the Kremlin has said that Assad has voiced support for this agreement and that its guards were ready to deploy to the border to support Turkey and Russia in this. How does this Syrian regime view the YPG?
I think they view them as somewhat of an ally here, because if you remember back during even Hafez al-Assad time, that the Kurdish card, let's say, was utilized, and Mr. Öcalan at the time was in Syria during the father, was used as sort of bargaining chip between neighbors, and then until he was asked to leave. And then the relationship improved after that. So it is something between the Turks and the Syrians. They have sort of different cards that they're using. And I think Assad and the YPG are going to basically see themselves as allies just in case if there any future conflict. And I think Assad also doesn't want to have any conflict with the Turks, because it's a more powerful nation. It has also its own allies in terms of the Arab forces, the Free Syrian Army, and other groups.
What is the regional impact of the alliances that we're seeing, and particularly this joint patrol that we'll see now between Russia and Turkey?
I think one of the most important issues here that we are seeing a withdrawal of foreign forces. Now, there used to be French, British, American. Now they're gone. So we have 3 foreign forces that basically have left a large part of Syria, and hopefully the rest of the region very soon. Russia is there. It might also have, it might end up leaving. We don't know when, but you have less foreign forces there, and this is a good thing. One of the problems in the region that we have foreign intervention that is led to people taking hard lines and using a force like the United States or Russia against their regional foes. And that is really,
we unfortunately have to wrap it there. That's all the time we have. Ali Al-Ahmed, really appreciate you being with us. Stay with us on TRT World.